Hello, everyone. Welcome to skinB5 Live. I'm very excited here today because we have Leanne Jones with us. She's a specialist that has a lot of experience with skinB5. We've worked with her for a number of years, and we're very excited to have Leanne here to share her journey, personally and professionally, how to look after your skin holistically. A little bit about Leanne. She is a skin specialist with a holistic approach with 20 years of experience in the industry. She offers services to treat acne, anti-aging, pigmentation, and sun damage. Leanne is based in Brisbane, but she has worked with a lot of leading skincare brands from the UK, Australia, as well as being a dermotherapist and skin specialist aside, she is also a national trainer. So she's an expert who trains other professionals as well. So with Leanne personally suffered from acne herself in the past, and she also help a lot of her clients addressing acne issues, and that's why we want to speak with her today. So a little bit about myself. My name is Judy Chongwood, founder of skinB5. I am very passionate about helping our customers overcome acne issues because I used to suffer from acne myself, and I tried everything under the sun and nothing actually worked for me until one day I discovered vitamin B5 as a supplement at a high potency to treat acne. And I embarked on a journey to do a lot of research, and I also use other nutrients to treat my own acne, and lo and behold, everything just resolved and for good. So let me bring Leanne in so that we can have a chat with her. Hello, Leanne.
Hi, Judy. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Leanne is in Brisbane, and we're very excited to have you here today to share your personal journey as well as professional journey, how to overcome acne. So, how about we start with you telling us a little bit about yourself and your own skincare journey as well as your professional journey today?
I would love to. Thank you, Judy. Um, hi everyone. My name's Leanne. So, 22 years ago, I embarked on a journey to focus on skincare and well-being. Actually, it was my family that had a skincare business and nutrition that introduced me to the industry from quite a young age. And as soon as possible, I was booked into training for beauty therapy, but also holistic therapies as well. My reason for this was purely because I have a great passion and love for holistic therapy, and just combining the two together. And holistic therapy is looking at the body as a whole. So when you look at the body as a whole, and you're not just treating what you can see topically, but also internally, and the root cause is when I was seeing, amazing results for clients. So I went on to a huge training and learning journey, which has never ended because I'm always ongoing, open to new training and learning. I just have a huge passion, similar to Judy, to help others to change their skin, to change conditions that they've had, which really is life changing. And so, similar to Judy, I have suffered myself with acne. So, at this time, I was actually working as a therapist in clinic, and I had, which felt like overnight, a huge change in my skin. So I had never experienced breakouts or acne at all to this point. And other than treating patients, I'd not experienced this firsthand. So it quickly made me realize actually how stressful that can be, and really how much that affects your confidence. So, similar to many other people, I didn't want to leave home. I would put a lot of makeup on, and treating patients that had the same condition as I, made it really hard for me to be able to help them, or for them to, to take me serious, I guess, with the condition that I had as well. The difficulty that I had was I already at this point had, this was in my mid 30s, And so I already had a lot of training and a lot of experience in industry. So I was already using good skincare products. I was having lots of treatments internally, looking after my health. And so it was a really big shock to me to have breakouts and to really know how to treat them. Um, I think the biggest cause for me was a change in contraceptive. And obviously, for females, we have that change in our hormone levels at this time. And that was probably a big primary factor of the root cause of the breakouts. And similar to most other people out there, I tried so many different things to help with my skin. Um, Mostly, I did go down the route, and I hate to admit this, but I did try a lot of medications. Mostly because I was already using good products, I was already having all these treatments, and I had a good understanding. So I was kind of desperate, I guess, and thought, I'll try anything to really help with my skin. And what I found is when I went onto the medication, my skin became very, very dry.
Interesting.
And yeah, really dry, lots of redness, lots of sensitivity in my skin. I couldn't use any product of the cosmeceutical grade because my skin was very impaired.
Mm.
So yeah, it was a bit of a not a nice situation. Um, I guess one thing that's come from it is that I have a lot more compassion now for other people and a lot more understanding.
Yep.
So I absolutely never would say I wish I never had that issue with my skin, because it's definitely helped for me to understand firsthand what it actually feels like to have acne.
And that's the thing, though,
Um,
Leanne, isn't it? Like, until you have acne yourself, you actually don't understand how deep it is impacting on someone's confidence, self esteem, their ability to even socialize and open up to other people. Because all of us, I think we all do the same thing. When you're suffering from um, acne, you in a very weird situation where you obviously people can see it, but you're in a bit of a self-denial, like, if I don't talk about it, I cover it up and it's not there anymore. It's a very weird, but at the same time you just feel super anxious when you go out, because it's there, and you hate it when people look you in the eye. Maybe people are just being polite, but you just feel so anxious because, are they staring at my skin, or are they thinking about my skin? Yeah, so that anxiety, I think it drives us to, like you said, I did the same thing. I jumped from one product to another. Anything that promised me who will
yeah,
have good skin, no matter the price, I will try it.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, so it's very interesting that you touch on medication and dry skin, because I think obviously a lot of our customers are in with very the skin is in a desperate situation where they already tried a lot of the over-counter skincare products and for acne, and wouldn't work, and the next thing would be to seek medical help, and obviously medication is an option. But I think a lot of our younger customers, and I think I've been there myself, where you go to see a doctor and you don't necessarily, you're just desperate for a solution, and you're not actually thinking about, I need to ask about potential side effects. I need to understand what it potentially do to my skin. Like, I also take contraception, and one of the things I discovered was I didn't realize, I didn't read the little brochure. I was too young to bother about those things. And then I started realizing it's actually making me gain so much weight, and my hair was falling off a lot. But I didn't realize that was a side effect until after a while. I thought, what is happening? Then I started doing research and realized that could be potential side effects. So I guess, would you based on your experience now, would you have thought about your choices a bit more carefully if you knew about the side effects?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely, Judy. And, also I see a lot of patients that now have sometimes gone on that journey before coming to see me, and just seeing again the side effects and having that more understanding of the side effects of some of those medications, not just dryness. There's a lot of severe side effects, as you would know, with a lot of medications. And like you say, when people are in that situation, when you're desperate, you will take anything or do anything that you think is going to give you that result. and you're not always aware, or perhaps not wanting to read the side effects or understand how that can impact you later on. But yeah, seeing clients that are suffering from some of those side effects after, and this is young people, teenagers particularly, that they are desperate. They're open to that social media where they're so self-conscious, and thankfully many that I meet now do go on a different journey, and they're trying more natural things, and they are seeing amazing results. But there are still a few people that I will come across that have spent a long time trying to find the right product or the right treatment, and they will in desperation go to medication, and they are going through side effects which are quite severe. Actually, it's quite shocking if you look into that, and I'm sure you have done, to depression and more really quite sad side effects for people of that age particularly.
Yeah, so knowledge is everything, and obviously in your line of work, when you train other professionals, how often, like how educated they are when it comes to treating their skin problems holistically.
Honestly, not so much, because a lot of therapists, when they come out of college, they are trained. They're trained in beauty, and I think this is actually something that we are progressing with a bit more now, is looking at both. It used to be medication or beauty or holistic, whereas I think even doctors and prescriptive medications now are being a lot more combined with the holistic approach. And I think it used to be a bit woo-y and a bit weird, that stereotypical perception of holistic. But I think now a lot of businesses are more open to that combination, and really recognizing that we can work with our body and its natural processes and the way that our body naturally responds to, it's an amazing vessel that can actually really heal itself if it's given the right, ingredients and vitamins and all this nutrition, and a bit of love, actually can really go a long way. So I think it's definitely an expanding awareness, and holistic is definitely coming in more now to complement in therapist training. So yeah, that's exciting. I'm really happy to see that.
And like I always said, skin, I think looking after your skin, a lot of people think it's a quick fix, and they don't realize skin health is a reflection of your health. And when it comes to managing your health, is really a lifelong commitment. It's like, wanting to stay fit. You can't just, we all know, you can't just exercise for a week or two and then you get fit, then you let it go again. It doesn't work that way. It is a lifestyle to manage your skin health. And like I often say, skinB5 is a tool that we offer that can help you get there easier and quicker, and be able to manage it long term. But you still have you still require that mindset of wanting to be healthy, wanting a healthier lifestyle, wanting to look after your skin. And in the process, I think it's a bonus that they realize with the right tools, you can also improve your health at the same time. Not necessarily just about putting products on your skin, but using the right skincare, topical skincare, is also very important. I find a lot of people don't really understand that when it comes to acne treatment. They I think the condition they think is about, put acids and peroxides and things on your face to, kill the bacteria. Obviously, yes, kill the bacteria, but damaging the skin barrier at the same time. So I must ask you how you actually discovered skinB5.
Yes, very exciting, and I'm so happy that I did. So going through all this issue with my own skin, I did a lot of research at the time, trying to find something that was, I guess, natural, that could help internally, because topically treatment and products and everything I was doing, and really did some research to find something that was going to help internally, really balance out the hormones, balance out the oil, all of those things that were going on inside that caused it. So I went on, I think I was on Google, and I was doing some research, and I came across the skinB5 brand. I'm a bit of a studier, so I did do a lot of reading and, kind of going into the website and having a look at everything. And I went through the ingredients on the products actually. And I think I remember seeing a whole list of ingredients that I recognized from a lot of skin treatment and skin product. So I thought, okay, this is interesting. This is actually similar to things I already know. And I knew the benefits of these ingredients, but from a topical perspective. And here it was in an internal natural medication. And so I went into the local store that I found that retailed the product, and I purchased some of the tablets, the capsules. And I thought, and this is honestly, I had no expectations at this time because similar to you, Judy, I had already tried so many things. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. It sounds good. The before and afters were incredible. And so I thought, I'm just going to do it for 1 month and we'll just see what happens. So I did it for the month initially. And very quickly, my skin changed. And how it changed was my skin was not just breaking out, it was very sensitive. And what happened is I now know that the B vitamins in the ingredient in the product were really strengthening and repairing my skin. So my skin wasn't just reducing the spots and the pimples, it was actually repairing the whole of my skin. So it was smoother, it was brighter, it was fresher. I lost a lot of the redness disappeared, the inflammation disappeared, and it became very strong. And so actually after that period, I then reduced down my dose a little bit, went onto the maintenance recommendations. And honestly, I was genuinely so astounded with the results and so happy. I think that was maybe when we came into contact initially,
Yes.
because I was so excited
Yeah.
to just find something that worked, that was natural, and it worked from the inside out. So yeah, it's been life-changing for me to find this brand. And I'm so grateful to you for formulating this product and the rest of the range, because it's helped me hugely for myself, but obviously it's opened me up to really help. And this is the biggest part for me, is to help other people. And yeah, just to see results in their skin, not just me. So being able to share this amazing brand and product, yeah, it's very exciting. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. And obviously, I'm very proud of being able to help other people. I guess,
Yeah.
when I discovered this, I all of a sudden, I felt like I've found my purpose, because I want to help other people. And I've had this, I've struggled through skin problems myself. So it just becomes it's just no brainer. I knew from that point onwards, that is what I wanted to do. And like vitamin B5, you brought up a very interesting ingredient, because it's one of those ingredients where you see it in skincare products, topical skincare products, all the time. And it's called panthenol, and panthenol. So people know about hair care, skincare, vitamin B5, but when it comes to as a supplement, uh, it's only just now that people are starting to realize the amazing power that it has in your body. So yeah, so we're very excited to have someone like yourself to be sharing this, because the more people understand, are not vitamin B5 aside, there's also a lot of the other nutrients that's why we decided to include it inside of formulation that has amazing ability. I what I call is different from medication, because the way I see nutrients work, it's like I often compare it to building a house. If you want to build a quality house, you need to supply the right ingredients and some right materials. The same thing with your body. You need to supply your body with the right nutrients and like the building blocks to be able to help your body function properly and maintain at a tip-top condition. And skin is just one of those. And I think one of the things that I also learned along the way is your body's amazing ability to regenerate. And obviously
Yeah.
skin, fortunately, is one of the fastest the regeneration cycle is shorter than something like liver, which is a 7-year cycle. So it's lucky that it's 28 days, not a few years or a few months. So that's why you could see a good outcome in a month if you supply your body with the right ingredients.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah. So, what's so with your profession, do you come across a lot of acne sufferer?
Yes, all the time. It's along with pigmentation, probably one of the biggest skin concerns that I do treat. And interestingly, also in the last few months, significant numbers of teen acne. Um, Probably the biggest I've ever seen in my time in the industry. And I do think, you know, a lot of it, you know, as I said just now, there's a lot of pressure for teens in social media and the way that they look and the way that they're portraying themselves. And so, you know, it really does affect people's confidence. And I think actually an interesting short story I'll quickly tell you, but I actually sent some product and vitamins to a lady in the UK recently because her teen daughter is suffering from breakouts. And obviously I can't treat her on the other side of the world, but I said, look, I can help you and guide you from this perspective. So I sent some product to her, and her daughter was a teenager that wouldn't go to school. She wouldn't go out the front door. She was very low self-esteem and not really just not in a good place. So it's really quite a sad story, which I won't go into too much. But basically, I sent her a heap of product and said, look, do this and keep in touch with me. And at this point, she actually wouldn't even send me a photo to look at her skin because she was too embarrassed. And maybe it was, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, it was a week after they'd received everything. They sent me photos before and afters within 1 week. And of course, everyone's skin's different and takes different times to heal and different severities and things like that. But it was the most incredible before and after picture I'd seen of this young lady that I'd obviously taken a picture that she kept to herself before. And you just see, even in her photo, she wasn't very happy. Her skin wasn't in a good way. But after, even just after a week, she was smiling and it was starting to clear. And then recently they've sent me another picture of now, and it's, you know, it's not 100% gone, if, you know, being realistic, but it's an incredible change, and she is so much more happy and confident already. So yeah, it's just amazing to see, you know, those kind of results for teens particularly. Yeah, a lot of teens. And then equally, you know, I do see a lot of females in anything mid-30s, 40s, where, you know, they'll come in for a consultation, and you know they're at an age where they're not expecting to break out and have congestion, and that's actually quite upsetting too for them at a time where they're not expecting that. And I think a lot of that does come down to hormonal changes and changes of contraception and stress and things. And the B5 has really helped with them too, because it's balancing out the hormones, it's repairing the skin, and it's reducing stress. So, you know, typically when we break out, we do panic and we do get stressed, even if we don't realize it, we do.
And making it worse.
Absolutely. So this, you know, it's reducing that stress, it's strengthening their immune system, it's kind of helping a little bit of everything.
Thank you so much for sharing that story. I never get tired of hearing the stories because everyone is different, but I guess it reminds me how you know, why I started this journey, because that's why, because I just thought, you know, I discovered something I have to share it with the world. And the same with you know, our customers. We often, you know, I think when you suffer from acne, like you said, you just don't want to talk about it. I don't want to tell everyone. I don't want to, you know, even talk about it. But people have, I guess, the first step was to realize how common it actually is. It's okay to break out, and I think the key is actually to share the experience and share what works, because you know, we all have a chance to discover what can work for us. And like stories like yours, we would love to be able to, you know, obviously we're sharing it here now, and it's just the sharing. It's something that we don't do enough when it comes to suffering from acne. We just tend to not to talk about it at all.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So so how would you go about that? Advising customers to treat. Quite often we have customers, once they overcome the acne, then naturally we talk about what you just touched on, the scarring, the pigmentation, which is the acne mark side of things. So what are sort of things that you would advise them to do to minimize and overcome that part once your skin cleared up?
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously, again, a combination of treatments and other things that you can do. I think a big part, as you mentioned earlier, is just general well-being as well. It's looking after your body and putting into your body ingredients and vitamins and minerals that can repair repair your skin inside and outside. So a big part of it does come from lifestyle. And then obviously I do usually offer a combination then of treatment, maintaining with product internally and topically at home as well, because as you said, it's a journey. It's not something that you get rid of the acne and then okay, we're all done, we don't need to use anything. Actually, you want to maintain your skin and the condition and the quality, and that might be topical product, it might be ongoing treatment to keep your skin clear and clean, but also what you're putting in your body. And I know you have some amazing products too that can help with that ongoing healing and repairing, and yeah, making sure you are getting all the vitamins and minerals that our body does need to repair and heal.
Yeah, so Leanne is in Brisbane. So if any of you in Brisbane and needing some advice on how to treat your skin holistically, we'll be sharing Leanne's profile too. So feel free to reach out to her. And looking at the time, it looks like we are running out of time.
Okay.
We can talk all day, Leanne, because you've got so much.
We can.
So I'm sure we would love to catch up with you again. And obviously, it's Easter long weekend for everyone in across the world. So I wish everyone a very happy and safe Easter, and we'll catch up with you, all of you, next time. We have an exciting guest coming along next month. We're trying to line her up with end of April as a skin wellness doctor based in Sydney. So there will be more details coming up shortly. So I'll see you again.
Thank you so much for having
safe.
me, Judy. It's a pleasure talking with you. Thank you.